This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
All right.
I'm not a proctologist, so I don't know how much of a pain in the ass it is. Hey, Ace, scale of 1 to 10.
Some tags only got $20.
Probably an 8.5.
8.5.
I'm hunting, looking for a come up. This is being awesome. Now, walk into the club like, what up? I got a big.
All right, Macklemore. Seattle police say 2 masked men broke into Macklemore's home on Saturday, spraying a nanny with bear spray.
Gee, that escalated.
And stealing thousands of dollars in valuables while 3 kids were inside.
Jesus.
Officers responded to the house about 1 a.m. after a caller reported an active burglary involving a chemical assault. The home, described by police as belonging to a high-profile individual, matches the address listed in Macklemore's voter registration. Not clear whether he was home at the time or not. According to the report, the nanny told officers she had just put the kids to bed when 2 men entered through a patio door. One of the suspects sprayed her in the face with the bear spray, temporarily blinding her. For reasons she described as unexplainable, the same suspect then tried to help her clean her eyes. The second intruder asked for jewels, and the woman led them to several valuable items. The suspect stole jewelry, watches, and shoes before pushing the woman down and taking her phone.
Wow.
The woman managed to bite one of the men and escape the house. She knocked on neighbors' doors until someone let her in to call 911. Surveillance video captured the 2 suspects leaving the house. Both were wearing tactical-style vests, gloves, and face coverings. No firearms were reported. The nanny said she didn't see any weapons. Thousands of dollars of items were stolen. 3 kids were unharmed. Were placed in the care of family members following the break-in. Scary stuff.
I don't know why I always think rich people are safer. They're not safe at all. I mean, I assume Bill Gates has tanks and 100 security.
Well, I don't know about tanks. They have security
No,
guards.
they have tanks and anti-missile defense system.
Okay. Yeah, I know. Usually they have they're in them gated communities.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
With a guy at the gate.
Totally. And then they have individual security set up at their houses.
Right.
But if it's not armed, then you have that.
Right.
Right. And I don't know if they arm it if somebody's home or, whatever their own
It's like these yachts that these super uber rich billionaires have. They have submarines and anti-missile defense and, the Middle East guys.
Yeah.
With these 300-foot yachts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Machine guns, anti-everything.
Right.
Homes, wow, they're picking soft spots. They're doing their homework, aren't they?
I guess.
Wow. Scary.
It is scary. How do you figure out who lives where? And, that's kind of...
Well, you got to give the maid some throwing stars. Those things are badass.
She's the nanny.
Right. Even more there. They won't see it coming.
That would be terrifying.
Yeah.
Everything that had to be going through her head. That's scary stuff, dude.
Well, wasn't
get her some therapy?
Was Kim?
Yeah.
Didn't they hold her hostage?
Yeah, she was tied up in the bathtub.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was bad.
Not cool, dude.
No.
But
whatever. You can say what you want about Kim Kardashian, but no one deserves to be tied up at gunpoint and thrown in a bathtub. That's scary crap.
Unless you pay for that kind of stuff.
Unless you're trying to get off, and then I ain't here to judge you about that.
There's that time in Sturgis. I don't want to get into it right now, but how long did I have you in the tub? You were in there.
Not long enough.
I know you were
again not able to satisfy women,
losing all sensation. Wow.
Can't even do that right.
I stepped into that one, didn't I? Wow. I can't. Yeah, it's true. It is true. It is true.
Anyway.
Christy's like, just do it so we can do what you're going to do so we can go for a motorcycle ride. She goes, I'll do it anyways. You don't have to tie me up and hit me with bear spray. All right.
Okay.
Crazy. Macklemore. I don't know enough about Macklemore. What is he? What's he got going?
He's a nice enough guy. Does a lot of different charity work.
Didn't he do a song with one of our quote unquote artists? Or who am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Macklemore. Cool name. Is he huge?
He's pretty big, yeah.
He's a white fella, isn't he?
Oh yeah, he white.
Yeah. He white.
He's worked with Kesha.
Oh, maybe I'm thinking of Kesha. Yeah. I was thinking of a female. I guess it was Kesha.
So
I like Kesha.
I do too.
Kind of white trash. I like her.
She had a rough go of it too.
I know.
She got screwed over and kind of made her way back out, which was good.
I like Kesha. She's kind of self-made.
Yeah, well, she kind of had to be.
Yeah.
So, all right. Well, I suppose I should shut up.
How's Kendrick?
He just won another award.
Oh my God! It's awesomeness.
Yeah, he's amazing.
All right, well, keep me up to date.
Don't even front.
Keep me up to date.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Give me PC2.
Do you know what today is?
Hey, this drink is delicious.
Anybody up for iced tea? I'm gonna make some tea.
Today is National Iced Tea Day.
Will you make me some iced tea?
Sweetened or unsweetened, lemon or no lemon.
Iced tea.
Iced tea be great.
Well, it's a sweet or maybe even an unsweetened celebration.
Iced tea.
Iced tea.
Drinking iced tea.
Y'all ready?
It's tea time.
Yeah, buddy.
That's right.
Now, you're an iced tea fan. I know you're a tea fan.
Fanatic.
Yeah.
Can't be out of the gun.
No.
Gotta be brewed.
Do you like sweet tea?
Nope.
No. That's right.
Get out of my face.
Oh my. Okay. I don't know what's yelling back there. I will say this: if you like sweet tea, I know it's high in sugars. There's a Mio that's sweet tea that's 0 sugar. And it's pretty damn good. So you can go ahead and pick that up and not have as much guilt. Let's go over the little timeline here of iced tea.
Do it.
Tea has been around forever, but iced tea did not burst onto the scene and win over America's hearts and minds until 1904. And that year, visitors to the St. Louis World Fair were greeted by hot weather. Tea plantation owner and merchant Richard Bleckendine, who was present at the fair, took advantage of the sitch by selling chilled tea drinks instead of hot tea, you know? The rest is friggin' history. You son of a bitch. So there you have it, 1904.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love iced tea.
Yeah, it's surprisingly it's so popular. Fast food does iced tea. Shake Shack had great iced tea. I still remember it, but I don't go back because it's too expensive. Burger King, not great. Wendy's, okay. McDonald's, weirdly, has spectacular unsweetened iced tea.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And it's brewed, as far as I know. It's very pleasant. Very, very good.
Oh.
I think it might be the best fast food, fresh, unsweetened iced tea out there.
I think the last time I had tea from a fast food place, I want to say it was Culver's.
It even smells good. Oh, yeah.
I feel like it was good.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely. 100%. Yeah, McDonald's and Culver's makes really good iced tea. Just got to get enough ice in it. And a good iced tea, you can smell. It's got a nice, you can smell it before it hits you. Yeah, I'm telling you. Nice scent. Nice flavor scent.
Yeah. There's some people that make porch tea or sun tea.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've never done that, but I've drank it, and it's freaking good.
I had a green tea. It wasn't mine. I took a sip of somebody's green tea from Starbucks. It was actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It is also National Bedbug Prevention Day.
Oh, my.
And bedbugs freak me out.
Dude.
And they're a total pain in your ass, man. I had a friend that went through the bedbugs thing, and it was a nightmare. Her parents' house had bedbugs, and it was just...
Yeah.
It was an ongoing nightmare for, I feel like it was like 6-7 months. National Bedbug Prevention Day observed every year on June 10th, because that's today. Who would have thought something as tiny as a bedbug could cause so many problems for human beings? What's worse is that even though they cause so much grief, we can't even see them. You can see them. They're They're small.
Yeah, I've had them. They itch and they are not fun.
Yeah, they're almost impossible to get rid of on your own. So this day was founded by Dodson Pest Control, trying to get your money in 2019 to recognize a long history of providing treatment for bedbug infestations. Bedbugs have been plaguing humanity for generations and were even mentioned by Aristotle in ancient Greece.
Whoa.
Yeah. Pliny's Natural History, published in 77 AD in Rome, claimed that bedbugs had medicinal value in treating snake bites and ear infections. This belief in the medicinal use of bedbugs persisted until at least the 1700s. Crazy. Bedbugs were mentioned in England in 1583, although they remained rare in England until 1670. In the 1700s, people started believing that bedbugs had been brought to London with supplies of wood used to rebuild the city after the Great Fire of London in 1666 destroyed huge swaths of the city. Bedbugs were very common before the mid-1900s, according to a report in 1933 in the UK. All houses in many areas had bedbugs to some degree. The rise in bedbug populations have been attributed to the use of electric heating, which allowed bedbugs to thrive year-round.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of only in warm weather. These pests were also a serious problem at U.S. military bases during World War II. The problem was solved by fumigation through a dangerous procedure.
You only need one egg, really, to start the ball rolling again. They're nasty little bastards.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard to get rid of, and they love living between your ass cheeks.
You're supposed to check.
Your ass cheeks?
You're supposed to check your butthole. You're supposed to check the hotel when you go there. You're supposed to pull up the bed sheets and check in the seams and the crevices, all that stuff, because they will even if you go somewhere with bed bugs, like a nursing home or a hotel,
burn it down,
and set your bag down.
Right. Boom.
They'll crawl in the seam of your bag.
Right.
They're master hitchhikers. Who are you gonna call? Friggin' pest control. That's who. Bed bugs can be tricky to get rid of and are best left to be handled by professionals. I will tell you, though, from my friend's experience, some pest people have a more potent solution than others.
Mm-hmm.
Check your hotel furniture and beds for any signs of the pest. Inspect your luggage when you return from a trip. Yeah, I mean, what are you gonna do?
They put a price on the fumigation or anything like that. I mean, you probably want to do a lot of area.
I know the one place she used.
Is it like a one price fits all, or do they just nail?
It was. Oh man, how did it go? It was guaranteed four different times they came back to check and spray.
Wow.
Yeah, and then after that, but she ended up getting somebody else to come in and do it. It was a whole thing. We
had last time we dealt with belt bugs, we were in Prairie du Chien. Belt bugs, bed bugs. We were in Prairie du Chien at a really nasty hotel, but that's just how we landed. And Christy, it's almost like she had an allergic reaction to it. I got bit, but she swelled up. Her leg swelled up. It was really bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, so bad. So nasty.
That is nasty. Did you check your luggage and stuff when you got home? I hope you didn't bring any in your house.
We didn't have any. We were fine, but it was just one of those.
That would suck. National Egg Roll Day. Friggin' egg rolls, man.
Egg rolls.
National Herbs and Spices Day.
Yeah. Shout out to the Asian Garden in Wanakee, my friend. Best lo mein in town.
Oh, no kidding?
Yeah.
Man.
Right there behind Lone Girl.
All right.
I'll tie one on at Lone Girl and then order lo mein at Asian Garden. And Christy drives me home.
Oh, my God. Okay, let's see.
I live a simple life. There's not too complicated.
You can learn a lot listening to podcasts.
Did you know that the hottest chili pepper in the world is so hot it could kill you?
Or you can listen to this one.
Bears can smell your menstruation.
I can smell your menstruation.
The JJO Morning Show Podcast. Johnny and Dee, nowhere but JJO.
Another one bites the dust. Another one gone. Another one gone. Another one bites the dust. Hey, I'm gonna get you too. Another one bites the dust.
Okay, PC2. Sly Stone.
Oh.
From the funk band Sly and the Family Stone. Died at 82 years old.
Oof.
It is with profound sadness that we announce the passing of our beloved dad, Sly Stone, of Sly and the Family Stone. His family said in a statement yesterday. He passed after a battle with COPD and other underlying health issues. So.
Do you believe in the concept of black genius?
Sly and the Family Stone. It can't be overstated how massively popular they were.
It's a family affair.
Sly created this unique space.
Guys and girls and black and white. So you get all that input.
They sounded like nothing else sounds. Everybody wanted him to bring people together.
I guess he didn't get any royalties between 1989 and 2000. His manager and lawyer didn't pay him royalties between 89 and 2000. He ended up winning a lawsuit, $5 million lawsuit. Against
Wow.
him. Yeah.
Fella still got shortchanged.
Probably.
Play the hell out of that dude.
Yeah, kind of crazy.
He was, there is no Prince without Sly Stone.
Right.
That dude. He was so, was, the outfits.
Oh, yeah.
Just the lyrics, the song titles, most of them we can't say on the air. A couple of them you can't say on the air. But, God, that guy, I hear the songs, they just make me feel great.
So he was born the second of 5 kids.
Yeah. Most of the family was in the band, right? The Family Stone, right?
Yeah.
They were, yeah.
So they were born in Denton, Texas, moved to Vallejo, California, reared on church music. He was 8 years old when him and 3 of his siblings recorded a gospel single for a local release as the Stewart Four. A musical prodigy, he became known as Sly in early grade school, the result of a friend misspelling Sylvester. He was adept at keyboards, guitar, bass, and drums by age 11. Went on to perform in several high school bands. One of the groups boasted an integrated lineup, a fact that did not go unnoticed in the late 1950s. The group cut a few singles, and Sly also released a few singles as well during that period, working with his younger brother Freddie. Into the early 60s, Sly's musical education continued at Vallejo Junior College, where he added trumpet to his mixed bag and mastered composition and theory as well. Around 1964, he started as a fast-talking disc jockey at an R&B radio station, KSOL. His eclectic musical taste made Sly hugely popular. He became an early proponent of including R&B flavored white artists, especially British invasion bands like the Beatles, the Animals, and the Rolling Stones, into the station's soul music format. Sly later brought his show to KDIA, where he DJ'd right up through the start of Sly and the Family Stone in 1967. But as early as 1964, the result of a hookup with legendary disc jockey Tim Donahue, Sly had also been tapped as a producer for the San Francisco-based label Autumn Records. The small label was known for its successes with first-generation Bay Area rock bands, the Beau Brummels, the Charlatans, the Great Society, and the Mojo Men, all of whom benefited from Sly's his good ear that he had. So he was paired with black singer Bobby Freeman, who had previously recorded one of the pop R&B crossover anthems of the era, Do You Wanna Dance? In 1964, Sly produced Freeman's bona fide number 5 pop hit, Come On and Swim, which ironically never appeared on the R&B charts at all. Dance
to the music.
He was in a band called Sly and the Stoners.
Oh,
yeah.
I don't know what that means.
And then Freddie was also in a band, Freddie and the Stone Souls.
Okay.
And then their
leaving
sister,
no stone unturned.
Yeah, they combined together, and their sister Rose joined in on keyboards, and there we go. They had other members too, obviously, but that's how it became Sly and the Family Stone. They just continued from there, upset the Las Vegas status quo when they were booked into a 3-month, 6 nights a week gig at the Pussycat A Go-Go. An engagement that was attended by everyone from James Brown to Bobby Darin. On their night off every Monday, they flew to L.A. for the debut album recording sessions at CBS Studios.
Yeah, they were Clive Davis, if you go back to great producers and record label guys.
Mm-hmm.
Clive Davis is like the king. He's the hit maker, man.
So, man, pretty crazy.
You know what he told Rod Stewart when Rod Stewart sold 10 billion Christmas albums? He said, you make another effing Christmas album.
Yeah.
And he lit a cigar with a $100 bill.
Oh, my God.
And kicked Rod Stewart in the balls.
Well, that explains some things.
Yes, it does.
Yeah.
Yes, it does.
So, yeah, man,
That's cool. I mean, they had a very short period of success. And then I think they went down the tubes with drugs.
Oh, really?
But they were like the Beatles, man. They were like, just like I don't even know if it was 10 years. I mean, they made all their stuff in a very, very short period of time.
The turmoil in which Sly and the Family Stone found itself in 72 and 73 was a merely bizarro world refraction of the turmoil of the world around them.
Shooting star.
In June 1973, more than a year and a half after There's a Riot Going On, the band returned with a new single, If You Want Me to Stay, and a new LP. Discussing the turbulence around them, black music scholar Touré invoked the continuing war in Vietnam, the Bloody Sunday Massacre in Northern Ireland, the massacre of Israeli athletes at the Olympic Games in Munich, the Watergate break-in. Man, they covered a lot of stuff, didn't they? Holy crap. Sly recorded High on You in 1975, Heard You Miss Me, blah, 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 in 1979. So he kept recording. 81 and 82 he recorded.
Yeah, but I think the movement, the sound had,
yeah.
And Prince picked it up. I mean, if you want to know where Prince became Prince, check out Sly Stone.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Prince's protege.
For sure.
Yeah. Looks, even facial, even almost, they look like brothers, even when they're interviewed, and facial expressions. It's incredible.
So, anyway, he's dead, dude.
Dead, Jim. He's dead.
He's dead, Doctor.
He's dead, Jim. He's dead. He's dead, Captain. He'll die, Jim. He's dead. He's dead, Jim. Dead. The man is dead. He's dead.
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 He's dead, sir.
She's dead, Jim. She's dead, Jim. He's dead, Jim. That man's dead back there. She's dead. He's dead. He must be dead. He was worse than dead. His brain is gone. The captain is dead. He's dead, Captain.
Dead.
He's dead, Jim. Is this a dead man, Doctor? Very dead, Mr. Spock. Let her go, Jim. He's dead. He's dead. She's dead.
We're all gonna die. Yeah, we're all gonna die. We're all gonna die.
Replay today the JJO Morning Show podcast. Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Okay, now you have some experience
with the ladies
at strip clubs.
Oh, with the ladies.
Yeah. And you also have experience in Florida.
Florida? But that's America's wing.
Now, do you do the champagne room? You ever done the champagne room?
I guess so. Is that the same as the lap dance room? Or
I don't know.
Or is that something? Is that where you and your bros all get together all at once?
Is that different than bottle service?
I think bottle service is different. I don't think bottle service is a champagne room. Champagne room, isn't that closed off?
I think so.
Somebody have to. There's different versions of it. Like a lap dance room, you got your buddy beside you and you're high-fiving.
Yeah, sharing boners.
Some nice ladies grinding on your lap.
Yeah.
You're like, dude, it rocks.
Yeah.
Dude, you there? Right. Dude, Oklahoma.
The champagne room is an actual room.
I think it is.
Right?
I think that's where the trouble starts.
I think it's more than a lap dance. 21-year-old Saudi Arabian man called 911 to complain that he paid $300 for a private room at a strip club and, quote, requested sex from a staff member but was denied said acts. That's why he was calling the cops, you know?
Yeah.
Investigators say that Sultan and Al Nofi called the police around 1 a.m. on Sunday with his tale of woe. regarding his evening at the Oz Gentlemen's Club in Clearwater. Clearwater is where all the Scientologists be.
Correlation.
No, he told the dispatcher that club security took $300 from him. He was still on the phone when cops made contact with him. He told Deputy Chase Fales, what a name, that he paid an employee at the location $300 for sex, but he did not receive sex, which prompted him to dial 911. Strip club personnel told him that he obtained a private room and requested sex from a staff member, and when that request was rebuffed, the defendant called 911 for assistance.
Makes sense.
He was drunk.
Makes perfect
Smelled
sense.
of booze, slurring his words. Arrested for misuse of the 911 system, which is a misdemeanor. He was booked into the county jail and released from custody after his $500 cash bail was posted by a man who works as an instructor at a Miami flight school.
Oh,
What?
Wow, that makes me feel great.
What?
Great.
That can't be good.
There's also no sex in the cockpit, buddy. Keep your pants on and keep your flaps up.
That can't be good.
Somebody, let's open it up. What's the most action you've ever gotten in a champagne room?
Dude, it's a guy from Saudi Arabia in Florida who got bailed out from jail from an instructor at a Miami flight school.
I don't like anything about this story.
Anyway.
This sounds oddly familiar.
Yeah. Yeah, I do.
Most action in a strip club you've ever gotten. I mean, I would say the policy would be no sex in the champagne room. You know, you get a little handsy, you know, and they'll let you get a little handsy as far as upper body stuff. But after that, because there's cameras.
Yeah.
In the lap dance room, there's cameras. In the champagne room, I'm not so sure.
I don't know.
I think it depends on the club and the reputation of the club. I think in the outskirts, a bag of Coke and the right circumstance and the right $500 bill will get you everything you need.
Well, I don't know about that, but I know up in Climbing they had some issues.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. And I remember finding out the amount of money they were charging, and I was like, I would like to go to those ladies and be like, you need to pump them numbers up. Because I was like,
well, that was federal charges.
Well, and they were only charging like $50 for a blowy, and I was all like,
Well, that's what. Yep, you're right about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I thought everybody knew you don't get sex in the champagne room. That is like a whole thing.
That was a prostitution ring.
But this dude he's newly 21 and he's from Saudi Arabia. He doesn't have a job listed or whether he's a student or not. Can we just look into this Miami flight school instructor bailing him out? Can we look into this?
Somebody have sex with this guy so he calms down and he gets my plane where it needs to go.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
I
hate this story. I mean, I like the strip club part, but I hate the rest of it. Hey.
He got a big forehead.
I mean, the going rate. I was trying to think of the last time. Oh man, it's been so long. I don't know. I mean, one song is $20, right?
Well,
that's what I got last time I got a lap dance.
Yeah. Well, I thought it was $40. I mean,
I think it was $20.
$40, and it was 2 songs. So
it's $20. Yeah, but $40 for 2 songs. I always pick Wreck of the Edmund Fitzgerald.
Well, yeah, I ain't never been able to pick. Otherwise, I'd be like, can I get Master of Puppets and
a Tool?
A Tool song? Yeah, no kidding.
Hey, you don't have American Pie by Don McLean, do you?
Yeah, exactly. Who doesn't want to get a boner to that song?
He's like, yeah, but you got to pay everybody in the club $300, and then we'll play Don McLean.
Yeah.
Look at all these guys. They know their girlfriends are listening. They don't want to talk to me right now. But no, I'm trying to think. Was it $40 for 2 songs? It might have been.
Yeah, because I feel like they wouldn't they'd be like $20. I don't care.
Yeah, I was trying to think. It's Silk. Was it 40 for 2 or 20 for 1? Or 20 for 2?
It was 40 for 2.
40 for 2. That seems right. You just give them a 50. And you just
I ain't never paid.
Start making out with everybody. You ain't never paid?
No. Other people pay for me to get a lap dance from a chick.
Well, if I'm going to pay for it, I'm going to watch. I'm going to watch all that go down. I'm going to check your style.
Okay.
She's like, the stripper's like on your lap going, so you guys have the morning show. Do you do everything together? Do you ever?
Yeah.
She goes, I think that's so cute. You guys are friends off the air and on the air. Anyways.
Less talking. Shush.
All right, let me see what I got here.
You can't get a boner if you're talking.
Hello?
Hey, John.
Hey.
Jerry here.
Jerry Bear. What's going on in the champagne room, buddy?
It's like a couch. Depends on which one you go to. The couch is at Bristol.
Yes.
It's $20 a song.
Couch at Bristol.
$100 for 5.
All right.
And then that's kind of like in the champagne room with the big long couch.
That's long enough to fall in love.
Get a little handsy there.
Yeah.
But they do have cameras all over the place, so
Sure.
you gotta kind of behave yourself.
Do you think for the most part there were cameras in the champagne room, quote unquote? Because I don't remember. Because I don't think
they were in there.
I think
they're in there.
Doesn't Silk have a room off to the right side of the bar there that's closed off?
Yes, they do.
Yeah.
Well, they got the regular lap dances in one side, and the other side closest to 14.
Right.
That's the champagne room.
Right. And
So those are separate.
That's got a door on it, I think, or a curtain or something.
It does.
Yeah, right. What do you think's going on in there? What do you think's going on in there, Jer?
A lot of handsy.
Yeah, you think so? I don't know. I would think
something where I should be in.
I'm going to puke my bagel up. But I think if I was a betting man, I'd say there's no sex in the champagne room.
Probably no. They won't allow that.
Right.
No.
Right. Yeah, I don't think you'll stay. You're not.
No.
You're not going to stay open very long. You start doing that stuff.
No, exactly. You want to know why? Because people can't keep their effing mouth shut.
That's exactly right.
Exactly.
That's exactly right.
Too many people talk.
That's why Christy and I save it for the movie theater.
And that's why we don't get free movies at Point Cinema anymore.
It's true. It's true. Yeah, a little hole in the bottom of the popcorn
Plus,
box.
you got to remember the tip, okay?
Yeah, you got to tip.
Remember the tip.
Right.
So.
Favorite strip club of yours, Jer, in all your travels? Do you have one?
I'll stick to Bristol.
Oh,
I've
wow.
been to a few.
Wow.
It's more homey, more handsy.
Yeah.
But I don't really go. It's not like an every weekend thing, which sometimes I wish.
Mm-hmm.
Like I said, the massage parlors are probably better off.
Okay. I hear you.
So,
I gotta go with the. I'm gonna go with
a
the.
lot cheaper than a wife.
I'm gonna go with the aesthetically. I'm gonna go with the peppermint hippo in Vegas. It looks like you're in a castle. It's crazy. And then everybody's naked. But hey, man, let's get medieval.
You do yourself some goodness.
All right, man. Thanks, Jer.
Yeah, you buy.
Look at Jer plugging the locals. I love it. All right. Hello?
Hey, I got a story for you for the champagne room.
All right.
Here we go. The real deal. Here we go.
All right, down in Louisiana, we went to this joint. It was my buddy's bachelor party, right? $50, 2 songs is what it is. Apparently the chick digs me, right? We're in there. Full-blown, she made out a lipstick ring.
Whoa.
Nice.
Whoa.
Afterwards, I kid you not, goes back out, gives my buddy a kiss on the cheek, and tells me, Joe, I hope he has a great night.
Nice touch. Nice touch. Interesting. And that was all for $50?
Yeah, dude, $50. It was money well spent.
That was incredible, dude.
That was a talented lady.
Okay. Very nice. Was there actually literally any champagne in the champagne room?
Homemade.
Oh, okay. Sounds good. All right, man. Good story. Thank you.
Oh, boy.
Yep.
Yeah. Homemade. You freaking weirdo.
That is not the bubbly I
So
searched.
he has had. Well, that didn't count as sex, though. That was a sex act. It wasn't actually. No, I mean, I mean, there's just no way that's happening.
No.
Not
at, I know, you look at big clubs like that, it's not happening.
Yes. Not even remotely worth it.
No.
Yeah.
No, and if the girls try to do it, they're fired. It's just not. Think about how much money that club makes. Like, they're going to throw it away.
Right.
So that the girl can make, the woman can make.
A one-time thing, you get caught. Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. Okay, I think we figured out there's no sex.
Oh, man.
And this guy.
Still no sex in the champagne room.
And I think if you go in the champagne room, $300 is kind of a, what do you get? An hour? I would assume you get like an hour with your own private dancer. You're my private dancer. Because that's what you're buying. You're buying a girl for an hour. Or I could put that better, I guess. You're keeping company with a nice young single lady for an hour.
Right.
But you are.
You think she's single, huh? We got drunk in Vegas once. I found myself in a champagne room. I was afraid to look at my credit card bill for 2 months. It was 20.
Because that'll make it better.
Yeah. It was $2,700.
Yeah, but all your dreams came true.
that he doesn't remember. Oh boy.
Oh, that's so cool. $2,700.
That's not cool.
Yeah, that's. I've never spent that much. The most I've ever spent strip club. God, not even near $2,700. Maybe $500. Maybe. Oh, you think that's a lot?
Yeah.
I mean, they're not cheap, dude. I mean, you need a couple $100 for tips. Well, back when I was single, it was. Yes. You spent $500 a night at Silk.
How do you go an hour without farting? Someone asked.
So, I'm going to get a doctor on the phone. I think for $500.
The only reason I'm not doing this champagne room is because I can't go an hour without farting.
The two words that ruin every champagne room. What stinks? Great point. Who was that? Call it a day.
No.
Call it a day.
That's so funny.
Yeah, now I'm nervous. I'm never going in a champagne room again. I'm out.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D. Nowhere but JJO.